Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Darkest Dungeon 2. So, today we're going to be doing something, another run here, a little bit different, as you can see by the order here. I have no idea if this team is actually going to work, but we are going up against the Act 3 boss, Obsession. And really, all this team is built around is just, I wanted to run a backline Man-at-Arms, and I have not done that in quite some time. So we're running a Sergeant Man-at-Arms who's going to be doing a lot of support roles here. We have a Surgeon Plague Doctor. We have a Virtuoso Jester and a Tempest Leper. Now, I am tempted to switch over to Alchemist just because we don't really have a lot of backline damage. In fact, we have almost zero backline damage with this team. We don't even have a way to pull people forward outside a disorienting blast with the Plague Doctor, but I just want to try doing something like this. You may never end up seeing this run. Who knows? Maybe this will just get shoved to the annals of, my hard drive and I'll never post it. But want to give this a try. It's always fun to swap things up. As far as how this is going to take on the Act 3 boss, I guess it'll mostly just rely on trying to get Barristan with most of the scene tokens on him. This is basically the reverse tank team. So for this run, I'm also just going to try not to split it up into too many parts. I'm just going to kind of go and we'll just figure it out from there. This already feels weird. It's a very different kind of team composition than I'm used to. But we will go ahead. Oh, we did get the double combo there. The combo is going to be nice from the Jester, of course, being that we definitely... But we'll also be relying on command as well to give us those nice, juicy hits. Go see if we can get a kill here. That's her out of the way.
An unavoidable end.
Does command give a speed token? No. What was the speed token from? Curious as to what gave him that. I probably just did not pay enough attention to whatever it was that gave him the speed token. But, hey, won't complain. Get the Intimidate going there. We'll get Slice Off going. Oh, wow, so that went well enough. Really, I think this team is just going to depend on being able to chop through the front ranks. I do have Purge on for the reason of making sure that we have a way to deal with the corpses. Magnesium Ring could also be another good secondary over like Blinding Gas or something like that. But the other thing is that the Plague Doctor needs to have her support abilities, I think at least, because her stab is not going to be... It's a reliable thing. We're definitely going to want to make sure we get good trinkets too. That's going to be a big one. Just making sure that we can find some good options there. And ooh, improvised strategy is good. We're not going to use it right now, but definitely useful later on. So let's take a look at our route. That's usually how I like to start things off. A mastery point early on is good. Fighting at 6 or less road battles, and we do get additional resistance encounters. I like this for us. An early set of fights is going to be useful for getting as many items as we can. Now let's take a look at our options. This is a pretty abysmal start as far as starting items. 2 of these are practically useless for us. The Fetter Almanac is also fairly useless for us. So we're probably just going to lean into getting trinkets early on. Getting some decent trinkets like Guarding Gauntlet could be very good for us. Sharpness Charm could be just fine for us. We can definitely apply that on the Leper. Get him, again, chopping through enemies with really good, just getting through them. So the question then is, what do we want to rely on as far as our pet? What are we looking for? I think Mucilaginous Slime is always a good option. Getting more items is always nice. And so is Reanimated Rabbit. That additional speed is really potent. I don't think we need the Pliskin. I think our healing is okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Hatchling Crocodilian isn't going to do much for us. I don't like to rely on the tick, so I think we're going to go with the Slime. And then stress is definitely something we are going to want to be able to deal with, so grabbing something like the Gilded Mind is probably not a bad option. We can get the Sharpness Charm, or we could get Guarding Gauntlet as well. We could get basically 2 of these, or we could get Guarding Gauntlet, or sorry, Minor Sharpness Charm and Minor Hail Drought. I think that's a good start. again, trinkets are going to be pretty beneficial for us here. So let's see. Who do we... I really don't want his debuff resist going down. So we'll give this to the Jester so he can focus on other people. We'll give this to the big guy. And I don't really care about his crit. Now, I could also give this to the Plague Doctor. Should get a little additional health. Could also give this... Actually, you know what? This goes great on the Man-at-Arms because now he'll have even more health, and he doesn't really care about critting at all because he's in the back ranks. Then throw the slime on here. Now let's take a look at items. We'll go ahead and grab our opening food here. And smoke bombs are always a nice early find. So is some laudanum. And I will take some glimmers just so we have a few for now. And then just to compensate for relationships later, we'll go ahead and take those. We'll give the apples and cheese to this guy up here, just so that way he can have a higher chance of not proccing a debuff. We're not going to take the bounty hunter here. And then I think the... we'll give it to the Plague Doctor. Give this to him and the slime mold over here. Hopefully, I have not gotten a disease from that in a long time, and I have to hope that that will continue to be the case. Give laudanum to the Jester. Again, our stress healing... Actually, I'll take the laudanum off and give this to our Man-at-Arms. He's going to be our primary stress healer. In fact, he's going to be really our only stress healer. Take a look at our mastery points.
Practice.
Try to figure out where we want those points spent. I think getting it in Chop is going to be very beneficial for us. Indiscriminate Science is also a good one early on. I think just so that way we can make sure that we have reliable healing until we kind of figure out how this team feels. So let's head out. Let's go to the Tangle. All right. So Tangle has a lot of block, decent amount of block removal, and a lot of just enemies that can take a lot of damage while others kind of deal it. So backline damage is very low, if not non-existent with this team. So Arbalists are going to be a bit of a pain. Disorienting Blast is going to be our friend here for sure. Now let's take a look at what we got here. Opening up, we have an Oasis, Memories of a Dream. I believe this is the one that's like a canvas with the picture of the Hamlet on it. So this can give us some interesting things. Vintage Collection, that's a good one. We can go ahead and get some wine early on, which would be nice. I think we're going to avoid the lair, but the Creature Den is probably good. We can go into a fight. Now, if we do take the Creature Den, we can't get the Kyrogen's Table, so these two nodes are generally at odds of one another, meaning that they're both kind of special nodes that give special things. This one gives trinkets, so we're guaranteed to get something like Spike Skullcap or the Apron, the Appalling Apron. Would the Apron be good for us? Would the Skullcap be good for us? Or do we want to focus on maybe getting cheaper trinkets? Do we want to get cheaper combat items, etc.? And I guess we'll just kind of have to feel it out. I do think the Oasis might be a good bet for us early on. But if more people want to go to the study, I wouldn't be against it, because we could get a powerful quirk. You know what? I'm going to go for the study. And the reason I'm going to do that is because right now we're very low stress, right? The mineral-rich spring water is very powerful, but a quirk could be game-alteringly strong for us, depending on what we get. And in fact, we should take a look at our quirks. Oh, it's about to pull me out of the menu. Spotter, Squeamish is fine. Additional health is good. Hitting corpses, that's fine. This is also, these are both just kind of meh. So Braggart is actually one that we don't mind, though I don't like the relationships on it. Yeah, this is this one. So we can get a positive quirk on either one of these two. Let's go with, this is tough. I think we're going to have more options that are going to benefit the Plague Doctor because she is dealing damage. No, we could get something like Hard Skinned, or I don't even know what quirks we can get from this. So let's see what we manage. Nocturnal, nah, that's fine. Additional damage when the flame is below 50. We're going to have, you know, Nocturnal's okay because the flame does go below 50 often enough. It's not the best, I would say. We do get another study here. Again, lots of studies early on can be good. It can really set you up for having some very strong trinkets, some very strong quirks, all sorts of fun stuff like that. But I don't know. You know, you're also playing a gambling game. You don't know how people are going to react to it. You don't know which ones you're going to get. Now, this one you can generally react. You generally know you're either going to get the blood or the wine. I think the wine is going to be a better option for us. We can build... Oh, and we do get Bon Viv as well, which is pretty good. Tippler's fine, I suppose. Bon Viv will give us... Basically, it's just going to negate out Braggart, so it's not really that big a deal. But it does also have some other good interactions. Let's make sure that we get some of this stuff equipped here. Healing salves are going to be nice. I'll take those. Linseed oil does mean that we could have a better chance of taking on the general.
At least it
We'll have all
should
of
be.
those throwables. You can get 4 into 1. But I don't think this team is really best set for it. So let's go for the resistance encounter here. Get some fighting in. Get some loot. That's definitely our priority right now. You know, early success is just a really important thing with these kinds of rounds, especially with an odd team like this. You really want to give yourself every opportunity you can get to get like powerful trinkets. We're gonna take the fight. Who has a better relation? I think everybody's probably fairly equal right now, right? Like neither one of these. Well, I say that this one will be better to pick, right? Because it's gonna be easier for us to fix an 8 than it is a 7. So. Okay, we do get double Arbalist with this, so not the best start. I'm gonna go ahead and blind the guy in the back because we definitely are gonna want to focus on getting rid of him. I'm actually just gonna go straight into a slice off. Bit of a bigger bleed there. And this should be enough to get him. Yep, he's now dead, so that's a great start for us. He might be pulled back though. Yeah, that's an unfortunate thing that can happen there. Maybe should focus. I don't like focusing the bishop because he tends to be, I don't know, I just don't like to focus him honestly. But a command here might be able to get a kill anyway. You know, our torch is a little low as well. Let's go ahead and pop that off. 12 to 3, so pretty high chance that we kill here. Yeah, we removed him. And now we can go ahead and just pump some bleed into this guy. I'd like to do a disorienting blast over here. Now we could do blinding yes to blind him, but he's already blinded. So let's pull him forward if we can. There we go. That puts him in a much better space for us. And we can bellow just to pull the speed down a little bit. So next round they're a little sluggish.
Can be brought to heel.
He's gonna go ahead and do his hit here. 6, that's pretty low damage for him. And we can go smack here. Not enough to kill, but definitely puts us in a better spot with him. Hip shot being a very weak attack definitely lines us up really well. Now, I don't have to worry about him summoning anybody quite yet, though Purge might be a good option just to stop that from even happening at all. And I can't really hit anything here. That's definitely one of the downsides of this kind of play. Now I can do finale, so we'll just go ahead and do that, and then I can use his support abilities to move him back up. Now retribution actually does have a play here because this guy can actually hit him now. So there's penance. Now he will be able to summon the dead. This is where purge is going to be very important, so we'll go ahead and do that. So nobody for him to summon anymore. Force damage into the mana arms, which is great. Bragger giving him even more of the taunts there, so that's awesome.
Cooperation is
And what are we feeling like here? You can go ahead and just pull that vulnerable off, I guess. Doesn't really do anything bad. It does give him a block token too, which is a nice benefit. Good solid 10 hit there. That was a great time to have that block token. The difference between 7 and 14 is no joke. So we can go ahead and play out him. Move him back, give him a block token. And we can play out her. Now, if we can get something like Jealous Whisper on him while he can do that, it's definitely an unorthodox way to play him. I very rarely use Battle Ballad and play out, but I feel like it could be... Oh, my goodness. Oh, all right. What a start. I don't even have Trinket Organizer. That is an unreal drop off the bat there. Both of these fantastic on the leper here. If he does miss, he gets a strength token. If he gets hit, he gets block tokens. I could not be happier with that. Now, lowering the speed on her is a bit unfortunate, but you know what? That's totally fine by me. I'll go ahead and restock that smoke bomb. Wow, what a find early on. I'm actually astounded by that. Let's go for the creature den. Let's check the map again, one sec. Now, there is a fight before that, so I'm not going to change anything quite yet. We'll go for the creature den. We'll get a little bit of that stress reduced. We'll take this fight, and then we'll change out some abilities. I'm thinking Magnesium Rain will be what we swap, just to make sure that we are best prepared for dealing with the dodge at the creature den. Now, the drummer is most likely going to put a volley out. Yeah. This is fine. So I'm going to go for the harvest here. Actually, first of all, I'm going to go for the blind, right? Just because that volley is so potent. Now I'm going to go for the harvest to see if we can get a combo. We did not get the combo. The bleed is still good, but... Okay, we did resist the taunt there. Hopefully this volley misses. Wow. For an opening ability, that is one of the most bad-feeling abilities in the game. It just hits so hard. It's kind of unreal. And I mean, a 3 bleed on everybody. It's very potent. Let's go ahead and get rid of him.
Empowered, emboldened.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and Defender the Plague Doctor here. Now, we don't have anything here to... we're not guaranteed to hit, right? So I could go for Purge or something. I'm just going to go for Intimidate. I don't mind the Leper taking some of these hits. Thankfully, he went for Order Volley again. That is a waste of his turn, which is great for us. Let's go for Slice Off here. Now, something like the drummer is a particularly difficult enemy for us to fight with this team because we can't move anybody. That is the downside of a team like this. So I'm going to go ahead and try to Blinding Gas here. We get the double blind. Now, Indiscriminate Science is going to be helpful for us here just because it's going to give us a pretty decent heal when we do get that chance. And now... So, like, even Purge isn't really going to do anything. Really, what I'm hoping is that we can get a few corpses and then purge the corpses out of the way. And that's going to be probably one of the better options we have to pull the drummer forward so we can kill him before he does his suicide move. Yeah. Good miss there. So, Indiscriminate Science is going to be valuable here. More than likely, this is going to be something the Leper is going to take. There we go, feeling better there. And just go ahead, get a smackdown. That guy's now dead. Again, I'm just going to keep Defender up on her. Also has Indiscriminate Science value there, though I don't think we'll be able to get that many turns. But yeah, this is definitely good use there, taking damage from the squishier heroes here. That bleed, I mean, that bleed was just brutal for us when you really think about it. Actually, very, very brutal. So, Harvest here to just pull out some of these corpses. Bolster isn't going to do much for us. We can just bellow. Reduce the speed a bit more. Goodness me, the fact that it adds 2 stress is a lot. A lot of stress. Again, Disorienting Blast isn't going to do much for us. You can blind the guy up front by using that. And then I'm going to use Purge here. Good miss, thank you. So at this point, we're going to try being the keyword here, to get a little bit of healing on our team. So I'm going to go ahead and use this on our squishier hero, and then we're just going to go here. That is a great heal. Fantastic. Just a good bit of recovery there. Let's take a look at who's going next. Leper is going next, so we can use Command to give him some strength. I could also use Bolster here just to peel off a little bit of stress on the Man-at-Arms. You could also use the Laudanum and then use Command. That's going to be about the same effect. And this will just hopefully guarantee that we can hit him down enough. Yeah. So that he dies.
A steady subtraction.
Yeah, actually, now thinking about that, that does leave us with the unfortunate reality that the drummer is now just very much alive. And there's no way for us to kill him, unfortunately. So, alas, we're about to take a big hit here of stress. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it, so just defend or somebody. Kind of a misplay there. Two of them resisted the stress, though, so that's great.
Cut down these nightmares.
Yeah, so you can see, we can definitely start to feel how convoluted it's going to be to get damage into the back ranks, particularly against enemies like this that have the ability to root themselves. Now, one thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch... What am I going to switch? I think I might switch Blast for Magnesium Rain. I think that Blind, it is an AoE ability, and it does land a very potent thing for us. Let's go ahead and get the Smoke Bomb here. I'm going to take the Linseed Oil. Again, this is just a great throwable item. It stacks to 4. It doesn't really do anything like crazy good for us. It lowers burn resist and move resist, possibly adds daze, which daze is potent. But the real benefit of it is that it can stack to 4 at base, making it one of the, or maybe the best throwable as far as stacking goes. So let's go ahead and enter the den, see what we have. Everybody wants to go, which is great. I think the Leper has some, who has lowered relationships? We'll just go ahead and click the Leper here. Okay, we have a smorgasbord of enemies here, a whole group of them. Gonna avoid using that Smoke Bomb until we absolutely need it. We did land both those hits, which is great for us. Thankfully, we went before the stun. Unfortunately, that is going to affect us next round, of course. Like Mag Rain here, that's triple dodge, but that is a lot of tokens that we've now removed because of that. Let's go ahead and Defender here. They're probably going to prioritize trying to hit him because of the fact that he is vulnerable, so that'll be useful for us. And then we'll try to hit here, get rid of the blind, immobilize us, and give us a strength token. All very good stuff. There's that stun. There's that guard. Surprised they didn't all go for the vulnerable, but great resist there. Those blights stack up. The bleeds are not really as potent, so I'm not as worried about them. Now we can use Bolster here to remove those vulnerables, get rid of the stress. And Leper can now go to town here. I forget that does add a combo token, or has a chance to add a combo token, which is good for us. Calibrating sensor doing some great work there. We'll just go harvest. Slice off, sorry. Again, that guard doing some really good work for us. Go ahead and just do this, peel away the corpse, pull him forward. Gonna make it much easier for us to hit the spider. Removing corpses is going to be a really powerful ability for us. Mag Rain might actually just be the better call overall.
Mistimed, misdirected.
And even if he misses, he does get the ability to kind of bring that back. Let's go ahead and see if we can slow him down. We did get the -3 speed. That's huge. That's going to allow us to kind of all go before them. Now, what would we like to do here? Bolster isn't going to do much for us. Neither is Command. I'm just going to go ahead and Defender. Again, we really want to be using him as a tank as much as possible.
The enemy weakens and
Almost dead. You know, you just use a bash here. Rooting him is just always a good thing to do. Oh, that's unfortunate. Good crit, too. That blind definitely does nothing good for us. Let's go for the mag rain. We'll probably miss, but it still will peel the corpses off, which is good. Though maybe not the best for this situation. We can do this, though.
One less obstacle in our path.
That defender is still up. Use something like linseed oil here. Again, we're just trying to peel off as many tokens as possible. And then we can use Intimidate here to weaken as well as just force some damage into him so we can kind of get other people doing things that are going to be helpful for them. Like we can get some Retribution. And now our tanks are tanking, so our squishy heroes don't need to worry as much. Great hit there. That's a kill. Fantastic. Love to see that. It's fine. That's peeling off tokens, so that's all doing good stuff there. We can go ahead and play out. Now, we could move him forward twice, like... What gave him a vulnerable there? Gain on miss. Did he miss that? A little bit confused of what gave him the vulnerable there. Probably just misreading something, but that's fine. We're going to go ahead and Defender him again. I really don't want that vulnerable getting hit if I can avoid it. Bolster is going to be our friend in the next turn. Indiscriminate Science here. Not really helping us at all. So, Squishy Hero, we're just going to go ahead and get that going. That's probably going to be a Necrophage. No, a Munch. Okay. Interesting. So, Battle Ballad will give strength, so... But I think the block is actually going to be better for us, so... And then we can Bolster here, just to reduce some of that stress. And let's see here. Anything... We could go ahead and heal up. That is a pretty good heal. 34 heal there. Or we can go ahead and smack here, giving us the kill. You know what? I'm going to go for that. That's a kill.
Dissection.
And generally, that's going to be better for us. The crits are very unfortunate right now. That's 9, so he's pretty... Oh, my goodness. You know, I hate to see it when it happens because it is just so... It feels very unfair when you get, you know, hit with multiple crits in a row. Especially when they're not using combo. These are just natural crits. Not a great feeling, that's for sure.
Straightforward and effective.
Fortunately, I do not have a bolster right now. We do have some heals. I think Indiscriminate Science now is going to be good value for that. Great heal. And we can do another Solemnity here. Even though he's still up to 9 on that Blight.
The fiend's strength.
So close to being enough to kill. Gonna go ahead and heal herself. Bolster here. Leper is about to take a massive hit. There's really nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. Maybe could have timed that a little better, but it is what it is. And I have no other way of doing a heal for him, getting him healed up right now. So, Indiscriminate Science should be back up. There we go. All right. Honestly, we were able to play pretty well there using play out as a token generator. Discounted trinkets, I'm very iffy on that item. The trinkets at inns are generally subpar. Very rarely will you find an indelible trinket. Usually you just get some blue ones, so you know, it's really not all that it's cracked up to be, if I'm going to be entirely honest. I think we're just going to switch back to Disorienting Blast. Having that ability to move our targets is very important. We're definitely going to want to get Bolster upgraded next opportunity because our stress is becoming a bit of a problem. I was having that conversation with somebody earlier today, and they were saying, you know, I don't think stress healing is that necessary early on, which is very much dependent on the team you have. This team is going to suffer from not having stress healing, especially against something like a Widow, which is what I'm trying to stop them from being able to do much to us. I'm gonna bolster, just get that stress down while we can.
Howling mind.
See if we can get enough damage into this guy. Just enough to get the kill, which is great.
Unavoidable end.
And we can go for... we'll go for Intimidate. And forcing damage and stress damage into somebody who does have a built-in stress heal is going to be pretty helpful for us. Now we can get rid of the blind, guarantee his hit. There's a miss. So let's go ahead and Disorienting Blast. We'll try to pull her forward. There we go, great. That's an unfortunate... The crits are very unfortunate. There's nothing giving the enemies additional crit chance right now. We're just kind of living in that unfortunate limbo of lots of crits. That was a very low roll. Let's go for the kill. That Widow is definitely an annoying enemy. We want to get rid of her. And slice off here. Should be enough bleed now to kill. Thankfully it is. And hopefully we can get another bolster off. A heal may have been a better option there, but... Alright, not bad. This team is functioning. Definitely is functioning. Move resist and stun resist. Sure, we'll get that to our guy back here. I would find it very interesting if Sergeant changed Hold the Line to move him to the back instead of the front. Like the idea of him being a leader that like is like telling his men to hold the line instead of him holding the line. That may go against his kind of his canonic like story, but it's an interesting take, and it would make Sergeant feel like it had a way to kind of get itself back to where it needs to be if you're running him as a backliner. Okay, lots of front-loaded damage here. That's unfortunate. So how are we gonna play this? I'm gonna go ahead and Defender him.
Steady yourself.
We are most likely gonna have a meltdown if we're gonna be taking hits like that. That's unfortunate. Let's get the weakness going. And we'll try to Disorienting Blast here, pull him forward a little bit. There we go. Makes the Knight have to do his Wild Swing ability or whatever it's called. And, well, he's gonna end guard, but We're just going to ignore that. I'm not going to touch him if I can avoid it.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Definitely going to need a bolster here.
There is comfort in company.
It's kind of a waste of moves right now, but right now it's what I need to be doing. Yeah, have at you. That's the move. Go ahead and get that heal while we can. It's still a net positive. Yeah. Not getting guard for 2 rounds, though, is definitely not a great one for us. Retribution here. He still has the weakness. I'm not quite sure what the best move is here. It might just be best to just hit him while I can. Just kind of take the damage. Because then we can make a better use of Solemnity when he's low on health after this than I would have been able to before. Okay, again, we're going to bolster to keep that stress down. So now I can Solemnity, get a stress and a good heal out of it. Went for Enguard again. He, yeah, so his tokens were about to expire, so he just went and did it again. Good job, AI. You figured it out. So for weakness, at least make his riposte a little less potent. Oh, man. What is the play here? I'd really rather not take a big hit as the Jester, but kind of is what we have to do, I think. We'll get the command here, get that nice strength token. $14 bleed is no freaking joke, that's for sure. We will be able to heal that off, though, so that's good at least. Again, stress reduction while we have the chance. Yeah, that's a way better net positive than using IS because of the fact we're not taking a 14 bleed now. We'll now take a 4 bleed, right? So definitely a better option there. Alright, I think overall not too shabby.
The fiend's strength doing.
We should be able to kill him before he does anything wacky. I'm gonna go ahead and heal here. And there we go. And now he's dead. Yeah, okay. I think this team just requires a good level of you just gotta think how you're gonna get the damage where you want to get it. Additional crit for less healing. I don't like this trinket. I'm gonna leave it.
The loathing.
How are we doing on money? We're okay on cash. I mean, we're not feeling great. Oh, a cash though will have cash in it, so that's good. And we'll have another fight before that. So, what kind of fight we're gonna have here? Looks like region fight. Okay. You know, honestly, I'm finding the Pillager and Gaunt fights a lot more refreshing now with these fights as prevalent as they are. So. And the Purge the Unworthy is like an opening move. Man, it's rough. All in all, the openers that these guys can do is pretty brutal. I'm gonna focus the damage as much as I can. All right, disorienting blast this guy forward if we can. Ugh, that's unfortunate. I don't need to defender very much right now. Maybe we can daze.
Weaken them,
No.
that another may finish the work.
All right. I'm just gonna defend her. Good stress resist, thank you. Try to pull him forward again. There we go, much better. That's much more like it. Bolster here. All right, see if we can get a nice big hit here. Remove him as a threat.
To the next.
This is a good... We don't have 2 benedictions here, so I don't have to worry about him bringing that archer back. We can retribution here. They might go for the jester, and we'll get some value out of it. Don't think that'll be enough to trigger the solemnity level yet. Let's see. No, not low enough. That's everybody dead. So go ahead. We can do play out here. Get a nice big heal on him. Go ahead and use bolster.
We can rely only upon each other.
A resounding
All right.
response.
Yeah, that play out. I think especially once play out gets upgraded, right? It does 2 block tokens. Honestly, I haven't used play out often enough for me to know if it does or not. Oh, that is not the right thing. No, it just does block plus, but it does remove. Removes combo, which is useful in its own way, but it'd be nice if it gave 2 tokens that have very good value with like IS. Remember to live, laugh, love, everybody.
An inkling of potency still lingers in some of these.
I mean,
well-worn
yeah, this is
relics.
all good. That stone mount is very good for us, actually. That's gonna be a better option for him. We have a couple, items for stagecoach that are good. We have food. Yeah, overall, I think we're feeling okay right now. Definitely could be worse. This team is it just requires thinking, which is not my strongest suit. I won't lie, but it's just fine otherwise. Honestly, let's actually get this on a faster teammate, and we'll throw that on him. So those clotting powders are gonna be really good against this fight, which is gonna be 2 evangelists. A lot of bleed in the front rows, so we can essentially use it as free stress healing. At least stress mitigation, because they do have one of their abilities does just do stress base. So I am going to focus doing a little bit more damage onto him. It's like that one also stresses, so clotting powders really only does like 0 stress instead of, but that's still pretty good. Okay, not really where we want him. So this will do one stress added. Oh no, one stress added, one stress removed. Except that his stress resist is so, or his bleed resist is so low that that didn't work. So, whoops. Go ahead and Defender the Jester here. He's gonna be taking a lot of hits from the front ranks here. Oh, the taunt. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
All right, because of Obsession, I think our play is changed here. We just have to focus down the front two ranks as much as we can. Which sucks, because we're probably going to get Clarion called a lot more than I would care to. But there's just not too much we can do about that, honestly. Oh, I can't even do... Can I not do... Oh, I guess play out probably... I probably need to open with Battle Ballad into Play Out instead of Play Out into Battle Ballad, right? Because I can't do Battle Ballad from up there. I can't do Play Out from up there either. What the heck? That seems odd to me. I feel like Play Out you should be able to do from up there. But Battle Ballad makes sense that you can't. Inversion is kind of a weird play there. He's going to get a Strength token. Fine, I guess. Not really. See, that's the issue with Disorienting Blast, is you can't predict where it's gonna put you, and that's a problem.
A steady subtraction, an invariable result.
Yep, that stress is starting to peel up here. That's a good heal. I will take that. All right, so go ahead and heal, and then I think we Solemnity here. We want to avoid a meltdown as absolutely much we can, because it's gonna be a problem otherwise. Go ahead and I'm just gonna Battle Ballad him actually. That flesh weaving is unfortunate. I think this fight I unfortunately played wrong, and now I'm playing catch up. Definitely not where we want to be. Let me get him the stress resist there. Hopefully he can... This will let me deal with the... Yeah, I mean, that's a full heal for him, which is just so unfortunate, man. Flesh weaving is a brutal ability when...
confers advantage.
They'll try to get some debuffs on their speed so we can play around them a little bit.
Stupendous.
Great crit. Purge will be a good hit here. Just because it'll force at least forces the Herald forward, and he really can't do too much from here. Yeah, upgrade a bolster is definitely on my list. Okay. Goodness me. All right. Sure. Down the death door. That's a good place to be. This should be a stress heal for the leper at least. There we go. All right, so she's no longer a problem, so that's great. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and purge. That'll remove the corpse and force him forward, so at least we now don't have to worry about Clarion Call anymore. Yeah, definitely not where I wanted to end up in this situation for sure. I'll even Defender this guy. Let's go for it. That's a great heal we can now pull off for the guard and the block. And the unfortunate reality is the additional as the taunt is going to make it pretty hard to land blows here. We do want to kill this guy first before he has a chance to do anything too crazy. Let's go ahead and we can bolster here. We managed to avoid a meltdown, so that's really potent. Outside of crits, we don't really have to worry about these guys being able to do enough. That regen is so brutal, though. I mean, it just 10 regen just keeps you in the game. All right, altar is down. Stress is slightly managed. So I think we're pretty good there. Like I said, we'll go ahead and bolster. Every bit of stress we can remove now is just less I have to pay for to remove later. Take advantage of that corpse being there. Nice big old bleed.
Steady.
There we go. 10 rounds on that fight. That's a lot longer than I would care to have that fight be.
Cut down these nightmares and blaze the trail to your redemption.
Disease resist, bleed resist. I mean, bleed resist is always nice, but I was kind of hoping we get a nice cultist trinket out of that. Alas, you can't always get what you want.
Lower your guard.
Weak grip.
gaze.
That's fine on Barristan.
It is safe
Absolutely
here.
fine. Mastery points. We have 5 mastery. Oh, 6 mastery points? No, 5 mastery points. Okay, I was like, oh gosh. Torch and Crown. That's pretty good. So that's pretty much just a boring one. There's nothing crazy that's going to happen.
Spend what you can.
This is what I'm talking about the
wealth
trinket
no
price
longer
one.
has
It's
meaning.
just, it's given us nothing,
Indeed,
really.
it ever did.
Like, very little value. Very, very little value. Now, the Sprawl is taking on the Librarian with this team is asking for pain. The Baby is definitely a better option. Not the best option, though, but definitely a better option. Debuff resist is potent on the Leper. If we can use apples and cheese, we might be able to get it even higher. Well, we will be able to get it a little higher. We do have the option to take another cleansing sensor. So everybody else is pretty low. Like, everybody else is not going to resist the hunger, which is fine, but we're definitely going to have to be cognizant of it. So let's go ahead and get some relationships up here. We can do Sarmenti and Barristan with the whiskey. Get them. Oh, we got a 10 out of that. Very nice. Anybody else like in low zone? No. So we should be able to. If I use Paracelsus as an example here, I think we can use the wine on Paracelsus and everybody and get all of hers into positive. So her and him. Her and him. And her and him. And I think that will... Nope, there's 2 that need a little bit more. Let's see. Sarmenti and Paracelsus. We get 1 more whiskey. Paracelsus and Barristan. So now who can we use this wine on to boost up 1 more? Baldwin and Sarmenti. There we go. So friendly, friendly, friendly. We do have 1 that is neutral. There's 5 with 2 that are neutral. Looks like 5% chance for low relationship. Pretty low here. I think we're gonna go for the baby. So my strategy now is to get everybody as juiced up as possible. Do we have a better option? Hell, even that little 5% debuff resist is going to be pretty nice, if I'm
The
going
next
to be
stop
honest.
is leagues away.
So
Plan
increased.
accordingly.
So road gear is going to give us additional debuff resist piercing, which is important. So do we have any more road gear here? No, no more road gear. Unfortunate. So that gave us an additional 5% on everybody. So now we're up to 83%, 30% on everybody else. That's better. I mean, I'll take 30% over 10% any day. Bear trap is going to be a useful item for us. For sure. I think we take the bear traps. We'll take the smoke bombs. We're going to drop the slime mold. Probably drop that as well. That clotting cure, I don't think it's going to do much good for us. I'm going to drop that. Baby fight is definitely going to be scary. Okay, so some clotting poultices, like, will be good. Maybe not great, but good. Oh, that's just unfucking fortunate. Hemophobic? Is that what's blocking that? Oh my goodness. That's rough, dude. Come on, give me the. Okay, at least got rid of it on him. We'll get him bleed resist, which will be good, or very high bleed resist, which will help him with the baby. But that's just unfortunate. Oh man. Now we do have to hope that the resistance there will be helpful for us. I'm gonna put this on her. She's fairly blight resistant. There's bleed in the front, blight in the back for the baby fight. And that took a lot of our money too. That's unfortunate. Sure, let's increase the trap makers. Let's get the trap makers kit. That'll be a decent item to add on.
Good.
And let's get our mastery stuff taken care of here. I'm gonna bash. We're gonna try to use that if we can. Harvest. The vulnerable from slice off is very nice. The additional damage from incision is gonna be very good. Disorienting blast, being able to stun will be good. We already have IS upgraded, right? Yeah. Upgrade Bellow. All right. We're off to the fetter.
Ruin.
Let's see.
In need.
Let's see how this goes. I have no idea if this is gonna pan out for us, but I was about to say hopefully none of these are negative.
Narrowed eyes, muttered threats.
But
All trust is lost.
suspicious is one of the worst ones. It's gonna put taunt on people, taunt and
Aspiration unites
vulnerable.
the
Like
hopeful.
it's such a brutal combination to have. That's really unfortunate. The other thing that it does that's really annoying to me is it's gonna shove that ability to rank 5 or position 5 automatically,
The rancid
which is just
plot
so
goes
irritating. So it's
unchecked.
completely just swapped up my ability positioning. Whoa! What just happened there? I have never seen that. Every bit of the UI popped up. Whoa, that's crazy. All right. Academic familiar desk could be good. Yeah, let's go to the study. I think it's gonna get a chance to give us books. Books or a quirk. I mean, quirk is really the thing we're looking for. If we can get some good quirks, it'll be helpful. Yo, holy water is good. This is another item that will help us peel off tokens, which is
Your collection can
absolutely great.
wait. Press onward.
Gee, Baldwin, you're gonna get the stimulants as well. I don't know what trinket we get from this.
Amidst the spoils,
Blood smeared calculations. Dodge to crit, block to strength. I don't know. This could be good. I'll give it to her for now. It's one of those trinkets that, like, I feel like requires you to really be paying attention. And it can really mess you up sometimes if you're relying on getting a crit to land, or, you know, that you're going to take a hit with a block and all of a sudden you have a strength. It's like, oh, it's good, but you need somebody that can take advantage of both sides of the coin, right? It's like Baldwin would be a good candidate for it, but I really don't want to take off what Baldwin has right now. Hey, more candles. Thanks. Really wanted those. I will never stop complaining about the candle issue in this game until it gets resolved. See, now I gotta remember where all my abilities are. So we didn't land the bleed on him, and now they all get a turn before us. It's great.
Collaboration confers advantage.
Yeah, we're gonna defend her here just because we really don't want him taking that much damage. Goodbye, altar.
Let us hope to finish this quickly.
I don't mind him getting the taunt. Doesn't really do anything.
Incremental.
Oh, I didn't upgrade bolster. I even said I would upgrade bolster, and I definitely did not. Gonna be paying for that one later, I'm sure. Resisted both the weak tokens, so that's unfortunate. What caused them damage there? Or her damage? Oh, blood smear calculations causes damage. Right, we have to take that off. That is going to get us killed.
Malaise. Measured and steady.
Ow. Good resist though. Yeah, this is, I mean, I guess it's not that big a deal because he's gonna take the hit. But oh, good respectful proc. Yeah, that's caused us a lot of damage already. Definitely need to get rid of that. Purge here makes the chirp much less useful.
A resounding response.
I mean, blight resist is fine. Could be good for us, but again, another cultist node with no cultist trinkets. It's just a feels bad moment when it happens consistently. Sure, now you're immune to blight. I'm gonna drop this. The damage that we're taking from that is it's not good. It's not helping us. It's not doing anything besides causing problems. Definitely not happy with it. All right, so we'll have some bees attack us right about here. And then we're gonna go off and fight the baby. Hopefully this team can handle it. We'll have to see. Spike ball, interesting. All right, let's take a look at our items. I think we're pretty well equipped. Yeah, as well equipped as we're really gonna be. All right. Let's see how this goes. Fingers crossed, ladies and gentlemen. Fingers crossed.
Do you hear the child's cries?
Yeah, we should be resisting those blights pretty heftily. I'm gonna defender her. Thank you for the resist. Still scares me that I see that he's you know, getting those blinds, right? Yeah, it's kind of confusing to me that he can't do anything from rank 1 realistically.
Excellent work.
$44. I'm gonna need a few of those, big guy. Why is Playout always giving him vulnerable? I'm really confused by that.
Empowered, emboldened.
I just want to test this. Okay, it's not giving him vulnerable. It's something else that's giving it to him. This feels like every time I'm not paying attention, all of a sudden he is. But I'm sure somebody in the comments will tell me what's up. Because y'all are much better at this game than I am. Elite enemies. Still a bit salty that battlefield modifiers can actually even be a thing in lair fights. Like, I'm already gotta deal with like the fact that I gotta take 3 layers of fights and not die horribly. You know, it's a lot to ask for. Yeah, that double blind needs to be gotten rid of. Good resist, thank you. There we go.
A promising development.
Should be a resist. Very nice. Still stress, but that's fine. Excellent hit. He's probably gonna heal himself. Yeah. He will get his DBR token or his death armor token back. That's a big heal too. Goodness me. Too bad I've got a freaking leper. Leper said no. We'll purge here. That'll remove the corpse. If you can get a kill with purge, it is pretty useful. Oh my god. Okay, can we do all of that on the baby fight, please? Standard of the 9th. This is actually a pretty good one for him. H arrow gets block plus at the start. Courageous Abandon skills we're not going to use. Can he even use Courageous Abandon from position 4? I don't think he can. But that's fine. We do get Brilliant Brew, which doesn't do anything for us. Kitchen Knives, again, doesn't do anything for us, except for we could use this with the Blight Resist that we currently have on the Plague Doctor to maybe give her a chance at extra actions. But it's really nothing crazy. So these trinkets aren't great. The bumper crop also not great, but we have to fight something, and this is the thing we're choosing to fight, so.
Born to a corpulent,
all right, let's see. Are we getting double hungered? No, we're not. But the Jester goes first, so it doesn't matter. Isn't that great? I'm so happy for everybody that that is what just happened. I probably should blind the little meat. I'm really bad about doing that. Also gonna defend the leper. I really need him hitting. Like, okay, a little bit of blind there. Good little miss. We love to see it. Might as well. Man, I would love to bash and get locked in, but I just can't make it happen right now. It's a really unfortunate crit.
But deadly all the same.
Okay, we're resisting the hunger, which is great. I'm actually gonna use... Okay, yeah, Leopard's going first. I need a big hit, so we're gonna use this here. Which may be a waste. I don't know. It might be. We're gonna try for the vulnerable.
A slow
Great.
dissection.
Line ourselves up for the biggest hit that we possibly can. 28, I'll take it. That's pretty good. Blind. Okay, we do get the blind. Fantastic. And... Bolster, we'll get rid of that while giving him a block token. Sure.
A master stroke.
Big hits. Did you just go through 2 immobilized tokens that way? Okay. Big meat is now dead, so we don't have to worry about the big meat so much. We'll line up a big hit here. Okay, that's fine.
Collaboration confers advantage.
Nice big chunk there. I am worried about the Jester at this point. If this crits, which it has a chance to, yeah, it's 6-9. He's still alive. Okay, the hunger the hunger blind there is not particularly great.
Crisis.
So I'm gonna do this to remove that. And gonna do this. And the reason I'm doing that is because I can actually get some IS value out of this for a nice big heal on our friend back here. Might as well. A little bit of extra damage there. Jester is going 8 to 15. There's a chance we just go for it.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Nice crit.
Empowered. Emboldened.
It's gonna do sapid drippings, I think. Sure. That works. There we go. Baby's dead. All right. I mean, we went okay there. That actually went pretty well.
Bitter threats await those who dare.
I think we got some good trinkets out of it, so I won't complain. Yeah, this is gonna be good for him. I like that. I don't think any of these other trinkets are particularly good for us. Like, there's an argument here just for the blight resist, I guess, because she's immune to blight, so she might get an extra action when that happens. Yeah, I mean, like, I'll take it. I think that's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Throw this on, throw that on. Just using the linseed oil as maybe a way to peel off tokens. I think that creature den is probably out of the question right now. I think a cache is going to be our better option, depending on what. Well, we'll figure it out what the thing is. Might be a fight. Oh, it's loathing. We can take 2 loathing. As long as this isn't loathing, I mean, it might be. We should at least get healed up a little bit. We'll get some stuff out of this.
The loathing whispers.
And then, yeah, we can avoid load. But we've got, you know, again, road fights are also something we do want to try to avoid until we're feeling a little better, because we have a high chance of running into the collector. I say high chance. It feels like a high chance to me because it happens a lot when I don't want it to. We have any other? I mean, sure, I'll take it. Pouch-a-lie is also. We'll take all of this. It's all good stuff, right?
The loathing festers.
The Pouch-a-lie may be a better option right now. I think we have a jumbo storage trunk, so I'm going to drop the regular one. We don't need that. All right, we have an empty route here, which is very nice. Head up. Should get some good heals on the road here, or at least a good heal on the road here. Make everybody feel a lot better.
First, they ate the
An assistance encounter here. If we go this way, we do. Now the thing is, we have the road jack, right? So, ambush fights, while they will be difficult, they won't be like end your run difficult. We'll still have full actions because I think we have road jack equipped, right? Or wagon jack. So, we don't have to worry as much about that. Now we go this way, we end up running out of armor. We go this way, we run out of armor. Don't know what happens after that. But they all want to go question mark. This way we get loathing, which I really don't want at this point. So I'm gonna go to the right. I don't know if that's the right call, but it is the call that we're making. Okay. We might be able to get lucky here and get an armor token or something. Who knows? At least we're not getting more loathing. At least not for a little bit. Five torch for both. That's pretty good. It's gonna keep our options open. A little bit of torch, not really that big a deal. Now I don't have to worry so much about hitting anything. We have a hospital. How are we looking on money? We've got money. I like that. That can definitely line us up for some success, so totally fine with that.
She weeps for the fallen and knows she'll join them soon enough. Even the worst habits can be overcome.
Cleansing sensor. I don't know. Probably not. Is there anything we really want here?
Tonics, tinctures, and remedies.
Healing salve is always good to have in plethora amount.
Myriad options require careful.
Okay, so we have an oasis. We can take the oasis route and nothing bad will happen. Now Barristan's a little stressed, but
for the upcoming obstruction.
nothing we can't handle, I'm sure.
Our protection has been stripped to its last.
The slime isn't doing as much for us, besides giving us more loot. I really consider slime to be a bit like a Sagear. It just, you don't get double the amount every time, but you do get more of the regular amount. So like, it kind of evens out, I think. already back up to 41. Like, we definitely don't have as much money as if we had been using a gear, but like, still getting quite a lot. That mineral-rich spring water is going to be helpful. It's definitely going to allow us to just get rid of Barristan stress here, not feel so bad. But we do have a Deacon and or Cardinal fight, probably Deacon. Usually is Deacon, but it could be either, I believe, for Act 3. Because Act 3 does have the Exemplar on... That's Cardinal, all right. The shuffles here are going to be rough. Hopefully it doesn't open up with Yawning Void. That's like what we want to avoid as much as possible. But we can't do anything about it. He's outsped us, so if he either will or he won't. Okay, Hollow Vessel. She may get an extra action out of this. Looks like she did get an extra action out of it, so that's awesome. Because we resisted the Blight. That's what gave us the extra action there.
Malaise, measured and steady.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Defender here. The amount of damage that this block plus will just negate over the course of a fight is really should not be underestimated. Okay, I should have used Bash there. I did not. I was not thinking. Bash would have locked us in. Would have been a much better call. Okay, this is dead next round, so it's not that big of a deal. Fortunately, Flesh Weaving is off, and this is going to be... No, Hollow Vessel. Okay. It's a lot of stress. But we do have the Spring Water, so I'm not super worried about it. We'll keep the Block Plus tokens going. Very nice. Now, you love to see that. You love to see it. All right, we'll go ahead and do this.
Road cannot be walked alone.
All right. Sure. Just because, make sure we bash here. That is something we need to do. At least we can lock the leper in his spot. Yep. Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Cool. Hollow Vessel, man. What a fun ability that is. It really, really is. So much fun. Okay, we got the stun, which is great.
There is comfort in company.
All right, bring him forward. It's a speed token. Is that from the Torchlight? Yeah, that's from Torchlight. That's Obsession doing Obsession things right there. He gets to go first. All right, another Hollow Vessel. Goodness me, I love that move. It's really fun to see it.
A little help, impeccably timed.
I know I'm just complaining, but it is a move that like feels very difficult to deal with at times. But that's fine. Nothing that we can't handle. Just keep bolstering. Bolster all the problems away, everybody. And then we bash the rest of them away. He resisted. Shame. Get a good heal here. And there we go. All right. happy with that for sure.
Amidst the spoils, an artifact of unparalleled power.
Jealous Whisper. Undeserved commendation. Okay, undeserved commendation. We're not going to get the damage value out of it,
The loathing whispers.
but we definitely can get the value out of command giving crits. A 33% chance to give a crit. I'm happy with that. Undeserved or Jealous Whisper, on the other hand, we're going to have to figure that one out. I don't know if we're going to use it. It's a really good trinket normally for the Jester, but we're not really moving back and forth. Now, we could swap out. We could, like, go away from Harvest and go to, like, Fade to Black, Razor's Wit, move back and forth. That's totally a viable option. Might be the way that we want to play him now that we have the ability to use Jealous Whisper. It's going to generate a lot of tokens, right? So definitely could be interesting. We'll just have to figure it out. Okay, so here we are at the end. A little bit of a cut there. Went to go eat food and be a human being. But hey, if you're still watching the video, do let me know if you prefer your video, like the runs being split up into multiple parts, or if you prefer just getting a single run in a single video. I do like doing these offline runs, but it definitely is something I'd like to know. So if you're here, you're listening to this, pause the video. I know it's tough, and go leave me a comment, because I need, it helps me know what's going on and how stuff is and what to make y'all. So, all right, let's take a look at the travel log here, just so you guys can see what happened. We got slow-handed on Sarmenti, which I'm pretty upset about. We did get the Limping Mule, which guarantees all negative quirks. Super, super fun. So we love that. So let's figure out where we're going. We have already killed a boss, so we don't really need to kill or worry about killing another layer boss. So that's something to keep in mind. We can think about trinkets, like what trinkets we'd be getting, say if we went to the Sprawl versus the Shroud. A lot of bleed trinkets, some movement trinkets, things along those lines. The Sprawl is going to be like speed-based trinkets that give you things for being quick. Now, one thing I do want to take a look at and think about is we do have Jealous Whisper, which is a really, really powerful trinket. And so I'm thinking we might just swap out of the Battle Ballad play out kind of thing and just go into like Razor's Wit, Fade to Black, right? Maybe even take off Harvest because we haven't upgraded it yet, and just kind of lean into, like, we can even go Inspiring Tune. And Finale could definitely be something that we still use, but I think this might just be a better use of the Jester and his abilities by using something that actually allows him to move back and forth. So now if he does get moved by an enemy, that does cause a problem. So this may be a reason that we want to go ahead and not go to the Shroud, because he is likely to be moved by a enemy, by one of the bosuns. And so over here now, I kind of want to take a look at Paracelsus. We should take a look at trinkets as well, see if there's anything really good here. We do have the Greater Bouncer's Belt, which is healing received. Could be good on the Mana Arms, could be good on the Jester, could even be good on Paracelsus being able to heal herself, and we can actually afford it. So is that something that we'd like versus just using something like Gilded Mind and Buttressing Band? Again, I just don't think we're getting any value out of Kitchen Knives. Like right now we have 100% Blight Resist, but we're not going to go somewhere where Blight Resist is really a thing. I think this is honestly just a better play. And this may even be a better play here. But I think either way, realistically, it doesn't make a huge difference. Again, we're not going to be dealing with Blight from this point forward much. So I say this is what we're going to go with. We're going to go ahead and drop those trinkets. And I don't know, do we want that Greater Bouncer's Belt? Is that better than Buttressing Band for the 1 in 10 chance of getting that crit token? Or do we just want her to be able to heal herself? She has a lower health character, so being able to heal herself for more might be beneficial. Could definitely help us out some. Let's also make sure that we fully upgrade our cart here.
Away.
Well, now I can't afford it. So there goes that. All right. All that thought process for that. Route scouting or location scouting. We'll take location scouting.
Advantage is a good thing.
Honestly, I'm just gonna take the telescope too, because, well, no, that see, the telescope counts as road gear, or this counts as road gear, which actually gives us that
Challenge on
little
its
bit
own
of
terms.
resistance, which is actually quite useful. So maybe instead of the Trapmaker's
This
kit,
will serve well.
there's the baby's little crying face shoved on there. So let's take a look at food. We have plenty of it. We also have the loot. This I will probably try to save for the final fight. Just because, like, it's a pretty potent item. And, yeah, it just might be beneficial for us to save it as much as we can. Let's take a look at our relationships. I've been bad about checking these as of recently. We have one that's pretty negative. Do we have any in items that might be able to just boost that pretty heavily? No. Nothing. Well, I mean, we do have Songbook, which could, but it also runs the risk of lowering others. This one's at 28%. Is there nothing we can do to just raise it just a, like, we just need two pips. Do I have no whiskey? Let's go whiskey. And who is this? This is on Sarmenti and Barristan. So it's just... All right. So that gets them at least into the neutral, which right now is, because of the Bon Viv, is definitely helping us out. So that's awesome. I don't think we actually have a chance of getting a negative relationship now. So we should definitely leave it and not mess around with it anymore. So I'm going to draw playing cards. And I think we hold on to everything, unless we have some burn salve or anything for burns would be pretty useful. We have, let's take one healing salve and stock us up there. And let's see. Pop in the healing salve. We have another one there, so let's go ahead and just grab this one as well. So we can have multiple full things of healing salve. The ablative powders could definitely be useful. Pouch of Lie we do not need, so let's take that for now. And again, we can just start kind of getting some items that might help us towards the end. Do we want to get rid of anything? Not enough that I would really care to purchase an item about it. Alright, I think we're pretty good there. Let's go to the Mastery Trainer.
Practice.
We can go ahead and upgrade Fate to Black to get that combo generation, which is going to be the thing that we really want to be getting the most. The Blinding Gas can be really potent for us. And let's go ahead and upgrade Command, because now we get that crit chance from it. So we want to remove the cooldown on it for sure. And so I think that makes us pretty much where we want to be. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Remember to drink your water. Hydration. It's important.
Aspiration unites the hopeful.
All right. So let's see. What do we got here? Chop reduces stress. That's good to see. Play out reduces stress. Slice off and incision are both dodge generators. Those are some pretty good abilities. Some abilities that we'll actually be using. Besides play out. Probably won't be using play out. Well, we won't be using play out.
Behold.
So we don't need to go to the lair. So realistically,
Ruined.
all we're trying to do here is get through. Probably try to get some trinkets, you know. I say we go for the fight. Fight into Hoarder. Do we have any money for the Hoarder? We have some money. Okay. All right. Way to start us off, huh? At least we're in good conditions right now. Elite is definitely not what we want to see right now.
And cloaked in malice.
But hey, a critical blind off the bat is not a bad thing to see. Now, do keep in mind we will be getting the heads will be coming now. right? And they will be able to go. So right now we need to think about who is it that we need to protect. I need to protect them the most. So here we go. We have the heads. Head guard is the guard. Thankfully that didn't go onto the collector. That is an annoying thing to get right off the bat, but that's okay. Headhunt, not doing much damage there, and we resisted the bleed. Okay, so good start. All right. Not amazing, but good start. Now let's see if we can just remove him. Definitely the most dangerous head, for sure, is this guy. I mean, just already, look how much damage he's done. It's insane how much damage he's already done. So definitely a bit of an issue for this team. Let's try to get the blind, I guess. Remember, we have to be dealing damage to the collector. Like that's something we have to do. But it's going to be easier said than done. We still have the guard up here. I'm just going to go ahead and reapply the guard. Good lifesteal miss there. Okay, the head games, that just gives a crit token. Let's see if we can move the collector. Okay, that's better than nothing. Now we're gonna get a kill here. All right, that moves the collector up one. Great. So now we can actually get some damage into the guy, which is what we need to be doing desperately. Dodge, hopefully? Nope, no dodge. Yeah, look at all those tokens. And there's head games, so just removes all of those negative tokens. Super, super fun to see. Okay, we did get the bleed there, which is good, but this is gonna hurt. All right. Okay, we still have the guard up. I'm gonna go ahead and get the command going. We need these big hits. All right, we just have to be chunking the guy down as much as we can. Okay, he resisted that bleed. That's unfortunate, but it's okay. I'm gonna use this healing salve here. Oh, okay, this is a crit. We have another person with healing salve on, right? Let's take a look here. Plague Doctor does. So he has a combo token, which does make me a little wary. If I had play out and stuff, I would be able to get rid of the combo token, but I don't. That's 11 damage. That's a good chunk of damage. I gotta go for it. It's also a combo, which is just nice. And big hit there.
In crisis, we can rely only upon each other.
Okay, let's think here. I'm gonna go ahead and defend her again. Okay, there's Collect Call. Fine. Okay, we're doing all right here. Gonna go ahead and Inspiring Tune here. Most likely they're gonna target him because of the combo. God, his crit rate is just insane, dude. All right, let's see if we can move this guy again. Okay, again, even moving him one up is great. It's head guard, damn it. That's gonna be a problem for us. Oh, man. All right, let's go for command. Dodge it. Oh, come on! Through the dodge plus. Oh, that's very, very annoying. That's gonna be a huge hit. Oh, come on, game.
Confers advantage.
Goodness me, that's annoying. Okay, we've pulled off the guard now. I really need that crit token to land, you know? Dodge that, please. Thank you. That would have been a huge amount of just unnecessary lifesteal. Does this work? Yeah, command, it doesn't have to be rank 2. I hope it doesn't have to be rank 2 for that to proc. All right. All right. Good hits. Fantastic.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Okay, head games. Let's go ahead. He's got dodge plus. I'm gonna go for the bolster here.
A small reprieve.
Hopefully he doesn't collect call, but we'll see. Very lucky on the life steal there. This could be it. All right. So assuming the Vestal doesn't heal him immediately, we've got him. But I've now said that and put that into existence. Nope, that's it. That's match. Let's go for it. Well, actually, let's think about this. Can we stall here anything? As long as Paracelsus can hit, which she can, we can actually go ahead and get some stress relief here. Which is definitely something we want to do. Let's go give her a nice big hit. There's that crit token. Bam. Whoo, boy. What a fight. That was scary. Collector is absolutely a terrifying fight. 2 mastery points. Dismisses head, which unfortunately does very, very little for us. I would have much rather had Barristan's. I don't think this actually affects anybody. Realistically, it does give her Disorienting Blast and Blinding Gas vulnerable as well. It could also apply this to Bellow, but I think this is best suited for her, so we'll at least give that to her. The rest of these we will grab. I don't think Stewpot is going to do anything for us. Hastening History. Random ally on turn start speed token. I'm going to keep the stress resist, honestly. And we're going to leave the rest of these items. Ooh, all right, Collector. Unfortunately, he has just as much a chance to still spawn at the next fight, so you never know. But we did get some money from that. Unfortunately, I mean, we have 60 relics. I think that'll let us buy a nice trinket, right? I can't remember. Are they 60 now, or are they 75? I can't remember. We'll see. We'll see what he's got. We're pretty good on trinkets, honestly, so I'm not super worried. They are 65 for most of them. But let's see here. Honestly, that Greater Protectorate looks pretty darn good. And Lightning Element would be fantastic. But even still, it would go on the Jester, and he's already got Jealous Whisper. So I'm honestly not thinking that that's super necessary. So let's go Protectorate. Throw that on our lady friend here. And I think we're going to go ahead and call that a successful haul. Now, it would take Holy Water if I could find it, but we don't have any. I could take some of the stimulating poultices. Let's go ahead and grab some of those, huh?
The rigors of the road.
More speed is never a bad thing. Now it does. We couldn't just throw it on everybody but the leopard, just so the leopard can, you know, still do his thing. Let's go ahead and just get the healing souse figured out. Do we need to reduce stress? Sure we do. Let's go ahead and throw that on. That gives us a nice big stress heal. And I say we go for the fight. We don't really have any need to go other directions. We just want to avoid road fights as much as we can, realistically.
Chaos must be met with unwavering resolve.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're really not getting much value out of Slime. Just, we don't have any road gear. We don't have a Say gear, you know, all stuff that really helps. There we go. That's a pretty good one. The blind is one of the best start options for these guys, for sure. All right, this is a bit of a rough fight at times. Definitely can be a rough fight.
Emboldened.
So I'm going to, yeah, we can just fade to black. Double blind on the pit fighter is not a bad thing, considering the fact he goes twice. We should be able to, did we upgrade Bellow? It doesn't matter. It'll still peel off riposte, right? Yeah. Good miss. Already getting some very good value there. Hopefully this hits. Does not. And that blind doesn't work. pretty classic. We'll go ahead and do this. Unfortunately, he dodged it, so that just doesn't help us. Still can hit through that blind, so. My favorite mechanic in the game. I will continuously and always complain about how Ignite works in this game, because it is a poorly done mechanic. Yeah, there's that vulnerable. Yeah, so that dismisses head does work on that. Pretty good.
We can rely only upon each other.
Let's go ahead and defender here. I don't want my jester getting unable to do what he's got to do. Wow, even with a vulnerable token, only 12 damage. Rough. Good miss, thank you. Good resist on the burn. What's her burn resist? 90. You'll love to see it. Definitely makes her a very good hero to have in this region for sure. She just went ahead and resisted all of that. Got him. He's still going. Even with all those tokens removed. He's still got it.
Advantage.
Okay, we're able to get rid of that riposte. That's good. They're still alive.
Cooperation is the key.
Gonna move that defender. Oh god, I didn't see that he was. Oh, oops. I've played this very poorly because this pit fighter has gotten like 3 additional moves since being on death's door. He should be dead. Like that, he shouldn't be alive at this point. Like the fact that he is definitely absolutely a misplay.
Empowered.
No getting around that. All
Emboldened.
right, we'll go ahead and remove that stress. And this guy's gotten riposte again, but that's fine. Jealous Whisper giving us that nice little crit token there. I can't do Blinding Gas from here. I can still do Disorienting Blast. Move her forward at the least. Still dodging it. All right. I let this team get way behind on what they should be doing for this fight.
Incremental, but deadly all the same.
$27 heal there. That's tempting. I'm gonna do it.
Relief comes
That is a
rarely
huge
in
heal.
these times. Favor it.
Yeah, that's still like a huge net positive for us. Man, that crit token is pretty elusive, huh? 10% chance, by the way. Good resists, but unfortunate that we are now pretty low on health here. Oh my god. I'll take fights that have lasted way too long for 500, Alex. Jeez. The Collector fight was more straightforward than that. Parrying Patriarch. Definitely an interesting one. Normally I would say that's a fantastic find, but Jealous Whisper is better. All right, where are we going next, huh? Where are y'all taking me? We could go for a fight. They'll take wheels. We could go for a fight, and we're gonna have to take a fight anyway. Let's our Torchlight's okay. This way it's going to give us a total of 1 loathing. Let's go for the assistance encounter.
Safe passage along this stretch.
We'll get some torchlight. It's a safe passage. We are kind of getting to that point in this run where we don't want to really be taking additional fights. I'm at the point where I've got a lot of items. I have a decent amount of money. I don't have I don't really need any additional trinkets. So honestly, it's just a survival thing at this point. It's getting through the run. Then from there, I can kind of figure stuff out a bit more. So we can get a wheel, or we can get some, what is that, in items. The wheel will give us more healing. That's definitely a positive. We'll take that. I don't really, like I said, I don't really need the in items, but a little bit of road healing, even for a little bit, will make a difference. And it's just loathing from this point forward, so.
You will fight, so that others may flee. The loathing whispers.
Ah, does it whisper? What does it say? Actually, don't tell me. I don't want to know. I need to pay more attention. The details in this Sprawl are so good. I'm always like wondering if I'll see like hidden people, you know? I'll have to see just like a little Hellmaster or something off in the corner. 16 relics to leave. See, now that's probably not worth it, right? 16 relics is an awful lot. We'll take the fight. We can deal with the relationships. So there's an instant ignition because, again, Ignite is an extremely fun, fair, and balanced mechanic that everybody enjoys. Nobody has any issues with it. Definitely not me. Thankfully, they're just gonna, if they just keep focusing on him, they're not gonna get very far. Might as well go and blind this guy so we don't get diseased immediately. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and we'll just bellow. Starting off with bellow, pretty good. Probably can get a kill here. Oh man, a low 8 roll. That's rough. Don't see those rolls very often with this guy. The Whipper is first, and then her. Oh, she's dazed. I'm gonna blind. Should be a miss. Right. A little bit of stab here. Not enough to kill, but pretty good. And we'll go ahead and defend her here. Yep. Ouch. I'm gonna just... We'll just bash. We'll get a little immobilize out of it. Never a bad thing. Oof, there's the respectful. Oh, that actually went through. Even with the additional burn resistance that she has from, that's from Sergeant, by the way. That's what's causing that. And we'll go ahead and defend her again. Just because she right now is the weakest link. Let's see if we can get a hit here. Get the damage here. Hopefully enough to kill. There we go. Ah, it's not enough to kill. Sometimes the AI plays very smart in this game, I will say. There should be a stun. So at least we can get rid of him being an issue. I will say the Sprawl has quickly become one of my most one of the regions I consider to be the most dangerous. I'm not quite sure if that's just because I'm really bad at it, but these fights tend to scare me a lot more than they used to. Is there a heal here I want to get through? No. All right, let's just get some damage into her. Hopefully we get that crit token. There it is. Be a nice 44 damage. We'll absolutely take that. Hopefully... that's a dodge, but it is not. Right through that dodge plus. Hey, 75% isn't guaranteed, so... You know, can't get everything you want out of life.
The smallest variable can make all the difference.
Very nice. Not too bad. A little bit more stress heavy than I'd like it to have been. Oh. We have anybody that this will operate with. This will work once we get those speed poultices on us. And we can throw that on, like, Baldwin. No, not Baldwin. We can throw that on, like, her over Dismas's head, right? We give her some speed tokens. We get this on her. She'll be critting. That'll feel pretty good. All right. It's not going to be good on Barristan. I mean, it would be great on Sarmenti, but he can actually generate crit tokens. And it would be very good on Baldwin. Don't get me wrong. It could be better than Calibrating Sensor, actually. Honestly, I think maybe we go for that. Can we get him to 8 speed? We absolutely can get him to 8 speed. Being able to get a 50% crit chance on him, I don't know, man. It could also be really... Like, what he's got here is really good for him. But I kind of want to see the big hits from the Leper. We'll see how we feel when we get to the inn, huh? But, like, big old smack, like, crits from the Leper over and over again is going to feel very good. Assuming we can get those hits, right? Act 3 is no joke. And this region is no joke, man. There's a lot going on here. I say we go to the Watchtower.
Is your coach prepared for the upcoming
We'll get the speed. Oh, just 2 stress right off the bat. I still have yet to upgrade Bolster. I keep forgetting to do it. We do have Inspiring Tune on, so like we can definitely... Alright, cultist fights. We could go for cultist fights and try to get something fun. You know? Nothing wrong with going for a cultist fight.
The avatars of oblivion.
Let's check our combat items, huh? I mean, burn is not something we're necessarily going to deal with much. There is a cultist that can burn, but it's not like we're gonna get hit with that attack too often. So, but still, it's good to have, I guess. Doesn't hurt to have those items on. A good slime mold. Everybody loves slime mold in the morning.
Comes asunder before our eyes.
The other good thing about cultist nodes, it is a guaranteed relationship up. So you can... Oh, goodness. That's about as bad as we could have asked for. All right. Thankfully, the Man-at-Arms has the ability to move 3 spots, so we've got that going for us. At least that gets the Leper back into position, and then we can still move from there. So could have been worse. Getting the Plague Doctor back into position is going to be the tough part here. I say tough. I mean, we just need to move her once and then move the Jester. But it's definitely not ideal, to say the least. And then now we're in a decent position. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and Intimidate here. We'll just get as much damage into him as possible. Go ahead and stress relief here before we get Clarion called again. All right. Ambushes are definitely one of the most difficult things to deal with in this game, just because of the fact that they can really... They make you panic. We are probably going to melt down at this point. And the fact that this is Obsession is going to make it equally more difficult. Infinitely more difficult, I would say, to manage this. We're going to need to hopefully get some debuff on their speed. Of course this is going to miss. Yeah. All right. We got this. We're okay. Everything's fine. I would love to move the Herald up. There we go. That's much better. And let's go ahead and bolster here. Just keeping that stress down where we can. It's going to be useful for us. Nocturne, that's great. All right, so we got a good hit here. We might be able to insta-kill. A range from 16 to 44 definitely puts us in... Oh, my God. Of course we roll a 6. Statistically, that has to be extremely unlikely. All right, we'll go for the command here. There we go, big hit. Oh my God. Fine, we'll do this. We'll do this the fun way. At least get a crit out of it. Obsession's altar perk is like one of the most disruptful. Absolutely. Man, that blocks so much damage.
Steady yourself.
A Solemnity may be in our future pretty soon here.
Collaboration confers advantage.
Definitely get Inspiring Tune on. I would love to.
Well done.
I would love to. I'm going to Defender here because I do not want her taking a crit hit. Yeah.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
All right, that's it. That one at least is out of the way. The taunt, though, again, making this kind of difficult. Let's go ahead and get the heal. Oh, you... Probably should have seen that coming, huh? Okay, thankfully we're able to get the kill. Let's do Solemnity. Purge would be a good call here, but we just gotta keep ourselves alive.
The key. In crisis, we can rely only upon each other.
Get the blind. All right. See if we can pull that altar up. That's better. Disorienting Blast giving vulnerable, weak days, like, because of Dismiss's head, that's a really powerful... That's a very powerful upgrade. Definitely not what you normally think of. Normally when you get Dismiss's head, you think, I just want to put it on damaging attacks, but... Honestly, it just makes it like a... Makes those abilities super potent. Completely cripples the enemy. It's a 5 bleed here. Oof.
Emboldened.
Leper is doing some absolute chonky damage, though. Alright. Oh, man, that ambush really set us back, huh? That is the way this game goes, but... Debuff resist. Is that better than disease resist? It will reduce damage if we're debuffed. It does put us up to 60% debuff resist. Well, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna leave the greater... whatever that thing is. Voodoo doll.
The loathing.
I don't know. I don't really care for the dot-specific trinkets, generally. They're very niche, unless you're going up against, like, the Act 4 boss. Then the bleeding cures are obviously very, very good. All right, so we do have another fight coming up. But I'm really hoping for a heal here soon on Paracelsus. I haven't seen one in a minute. Looks like we're not going to get one before the fight. That's a bit rough. All right. They both want to leave. Honestly, a leave that has nothing negative for us, but that's pretty good. We don't need the fight, and we get no punishment for taking it. In fact, we only get the positive for not taking it. Is there a reason we haven't gotten a road heal yet? I don't have the torch on that stops a road heal, right? Do we just get it? I heard some healing there. I don't think we did. Huh. Maybe I'm just not paying attention, right? Not paying attention good enough, you know? So, have to think a little bit about... I mean, healing salve is just always a very, very good option. We do have an exemplar to worry about, but nothing here is going to be particularly helpful against that enemy. Drop these. All right.
Think carefully. Today's oversight.
Cash will give us a fight. Kyrogen's table I'm really not interested in. This way will take us through 2 fights before we get to the Exemplar, and I'm not super happy about that idea. I definitely don't want a Kyrogen's. We have to take a fight either way. This is the least amount of fights. And this could be a fight that we can skip, depending. So we may be in good straits here. Again, I feel like, okay, there's a road heal. I was like, man, I just feel like we're not getting any heals here. Definitely getting some good value out of slime right there.
They revel in debauchery, debasing themselves in the face of the end.
16 relics to leave. You know what? With everything we have... In fact, we have too much food. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna leave. I would like to be as prepared for the Exemplar as I possibly can be. Which just means being at the best health that I can be. Yeah, we'll go with this.
The coach's plating is spent. We are exposed.
All right. Exemplar. I'm pretty sure it's an Exemplar in Act 3, right? It might not be. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it is. I think Act 3 is Exemplar. Yeah. All right. God, this guy's design, when he first came out, my God, what a cool fight, dude. I really enjoy the Exemplar. I know a lot of people dislike this fight. I find it very fun. Albeit definitely infuriating at times. Let's just be real. So that removed all of his tokens because he was moved by an enemy there. Really, my best hope is to blind and hope that he doesn't hit the fall. There we go. That at least gets us out of that pocket. We can go ahead and defend him now. And I'm gonna take every precaution to get a nice big hit here. 27, I'll take that. Definitely gonna go for that blind again. Did not get it. And again, we're gonna line ourselves up with some strength. Oh, 44 crit. Love to see it. Absolutely. What's his stun resist? Nah. let's go for the damage. Stunning him could be a great idea, but I don't think it's gonna do much for us. Again, I'm just gonna defend her. As long as that combo token is up, he's gonna focus it. Thankfully not flesh weaving. That's gonna heal him though. He's only gonna get a 2 heal out of it though, so it's not massive. Okay, let's go ahead and just do this.
Small reprieve from this.
Oh, that doesn't cure it.
carousel of
Whoops. Oh, well. This is gonna hurt. That's fine.
horrors. Collaboration confers advantage. A brilliant conclusion.
Love it. There he goes. Oh no, he's still alive. What's unfortunate about this is I actually won't be able to kill him here. But that's okay. Okay, he preluded the right person that time. If he hadn't preluded that person, it would have been fine. But I think he's dead now. He's good. He's gone. All right. Not bad. Some big hits. Oh god, his corpse is so huge.
Sweet
Some big
reprieve.
hits from the leper there.
Until the
Harden
next test is put before
hearts. It doesn't really do anything for me. Does the stun resist do something for me? Maybe. We'll see. All right. So we're going up against Act 3 Obsession. I'm skeptical about my ability to deal with this fight. I really have to like rush down the eyes like very quickly, which like is easier said than done just because of the fact that you can't like hit multiple levels of the eye down. Like you have to, yeah, you just don't get multiple levels that you can kill. You have to kill it one level at a time. It definitely is going to stress us out. I don't know where the scene tokens are going to end up. It's not going to go particularly well. Sunny Disposition is fine. Move resist is whatever. But what we're going to do, we're going to do something. We're going to put Snappy Swig on the leper. All right. Then I'm about to do something ridiculous and just waste a bunch of these. He needs more. That is probably a terribly big misplay. It's probably better to get like one person like way up speed wise. That 10% stress resist is also hopefully going to be very powerful. Yeah, let's get him feeling pretty stun resistant. We get the leper feeling pretty stun resistant. Let's get some dodge on some. I mean, dodge on my tank is pretty good. There we go. Get a little heal there. Get a little heal there. Ooh, critical. Very nice. You take that. Okay, everybody's eaten.
Precious relics remind us.
Bolster
of a time
upgrade,
before
finally.
the
We
end.
really need that. And we should probably upgrade Defender too. We're gonna need that. All right.
Experience, however painful, is the greatest teacher of all.
Ooh, we have more of these. Let's go ahead and use them. We just want a fast team. Fast is good. Fast is very good in this situation.
Something to ease the rigors of the road.
All right. I spent all my money. I have none left. Let's go. Oh, we still have a mastery point, apparently.
The inevitable end
All right.
of your journey awaits you.
Act
Once
3,
again.
Obsession. I'm bum rushing it. I'm not really strategizing. Oh, I didn't even check relationships. Hopefully they're good. I've been really bad about checking relationships recently. I'm just kind of like going for it, like, which can definitely, oh man, this incision giving Baldwin strength is going to be pretty nice for us. Though Baldwin is the fastest leper that ever existed, and dude's hopefully going to be critting left and right, so.
At last, the great cigarette.
Oh, we must have had the one that gives everybody stress at the beginning. The in. That 10% stress resist is hopefully going to be very good. Paracelsus is going to... oh, wait, no, I took off her other... Well, ignore what I just said. Okay, great. We're ignoring it. We're ignoring it. Fantastic. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this run and you've enjoyed this whole adventure so far, do consider leaving a like on the video. It helps out loads. Leave a comment about a team that you'd like me to try out. And definitely let me know if you like the episodes split up into parts or if you prefer them just kind of in one single thing, because trying to make the best content possible for you guys, the best way to digest it, however that might be. And it's different for everybody, so, but definitely would like to get some feedback on that for sure. All right, let's just get into this. We'll go ahead and blind the big boy. We'll go ahead and blind the big boy, I said. Well, whatever, we'll take a crit, that's fine. It doesn't really do anything for him, but okay. Ultimate Obsession is, again, going to make it you kind of just have to focus the big dudes when you're doing it this way around.
An unavoidable end.
No crit token. Well, but a 29 without a crit. I'll take it.
A brilliant conclusion.
All right, outside of flesh weaving, we should be okay, but you know my luck. Oh, the dude decided to weave bones, not flesh. That's your fault.
Empowered, emboldened.
We're failing those 50-50s too often. Oh shoot, we're about to get our Enze-zoic here. Whoops. Well, we resisted some. We only took 3 stress there total, so. I was not paying attention to that fight. I let the altar live way too long. As in, I let him live. I shouldn't have let the altar live at all, but that's fine. All right, next fight. I'm gonna try to remember to bash here so we can actually lock our leper in. It's gonna be important against the Cardinal. We definitely don't want to get yawned too quickly. All right, let's go ahead and bash. We're getting our vessels hollowed out. A lot of stress in the front 2 ranks here. Definitely not great. There's that crit token we love to see. Try to get a stun here. Very lucky through the blind.
On to the next. Collaboration confers advantage.
Oh.
Breakthrough.
Oh my god. What an absolute monster. I love it. 66 damage.
Compassion quiets the howling
Oh
mind.
boy. Actually landed a blight. It's pretty good. We'll solemnity off that stress. Just I don't know, for the shits and the giggles there.
Variable
All
can make
right.
all the difference.
Oh boy, 66 crit there. That's crazy. I mean, it's definitely not the biggest hit you can get with this guy, but that's pretty good, man. That's pretty freaking good. All right, lots of healing salve with 6 healing salve. All right, Act 3, let's see what we can do against you. I am unsure, if I'm gonna be entirely honest. We'll have to see. Obviously, it's gonna see us, though. I've got faith. We just have to land a couple of those big old 66 crits and we'll be absolutely fine.
Only infernal nihility. And
At least assuming we get to phase 2 without being too stressed. Which is, you know, maybe something we can do. Who knows? Eight to 21. I'm gonna hope that we can get the big hits. There we go. All right, I'm just gonna focus down one eye at a time if I can.
hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
Oh, I hate that so much, man. And, like, I hate that it can glow up in the same like round that it was taken down on. Like, that is so, like, it's just gonna go ahead and, yeah, there it goes. So it's like, what? How am I supposed to deal with that? And now it's just got like a ridiculous amount of tokens. But lucky we can crit. All right. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, come on. All right, there goes one. There's the bleed. That one will go down now. Okay. All right. Hey. Well, retribution, sure. At least get some damage on the ones that try to hit him. We want her to kill some of them.
A petty hindrance.
Because it'll actually remove the tokens from her if she gets a kill, though she has 3 of them, so it's unlikely it's gonna do much to help her. Oh my god, the scene tokens thing is like so weird to me now. I know that there's like a better way to do it, but you could stealth them off or dodge them off, but we're I'm gonna tell you this, we're probably not gonna have a good time of the final fight here with this many scene tokens. It's gonna be a bad time.
Steady yourself.
Okay. Apply on crit, yeah. It's only on the crits that it gets the positive tokens, right? All right.
Sessions on shrinking days.
Good luck.
Focus to fort.
Try to slow it down here so we can guarantee you can go faster than it a little bit. Can't stun it. Not easily, at least. Yeah, probably should have thought about the token issue there, huh? It's gonna hurt.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
Yeah, that's fun. Oh my god, this freaking fight, man. Oh, how unfair is this fight? Yeah, just take the crit token too. Oh my god. An absolute wash.
Well done.
We're actually still in the running here, but it's not looking great. Just a fair stun there. All right, thank God for all those healing sounds, but it ain't gonna last as long, that's for sure. All right, we can get rid of the crit token at least. That's good. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. You get rid of the crit token. Who cares? It doesn't care. It sure as heck doesn't give a crap if it is being hit with that or not. Oh my goodness. Actually hilarious. Here it goes again. Let's go and take that crit token.
Self-reliance is a rare and wonderful thing.
And it's gonna crit. Boom!
Teetering on that terrible precipice.
I just like, oh, and everybody dies.
Another blow on the bruise.
Sorry, I shouldn't be screaming into the microphone. I despise this fight. I mean, that just like...
An interminable conflict.
I despise this fight. I still despise this fight. I don't care what anybody says about it. It's a bad fight. It's just a joke at this point. It's a funny joke, but still a joke. I gotta do 65 damage with these two, by the way. Without anybody dying. Even though he just gets the back-to-back limerence. Yes, sir. We love our back-to-back limerences. Oh, we got a crit. Another one. Oh, we got behold. I don't know what you're gonna behold there besides just giving me all those tokens. All those sweet, delicious tokens to heal with.
Out of this mire.
That you're just gonna boom! And then do it again! Boom! Yeah, this fight, man.
An uncertain
Be great if I could dodge something, but I don't think dodge. Yeah. GG. Well, that was definitely
The chord is struck.
that was definitely an end to a run.
Learn from each
Wow. How to go from just 100 to nothing immediately. That fight is still so bad to me. It's like I don't know, man. I tried defending and then it just I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, thanks all for watching the video. I very much appreciate it. Do consider leaving a like. Go ahead and leave that comment. And definitely check out the rest of my videos on Darkest Dungeon 2. I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.